Level 1. The applicant. You are 22 years old. You graduated top of your class. Georgetown. Political science. You speak 2 languages. You have never done anything dangerous. That is exactly why they want you. The application takes 8 months. A recruiter calls you. He sounds like an accountant. He asks 3 questions: foreign contacts, debt, secrets. You say no to all 3. 2 of those answers are true. The polygraph comes next. A beige room, a machine that breathes beside you, 4 hours of questions. You pass. 6 months later, a letter arrives. No return address. You drive to Virginia on a Monday morning. The building looks like an insurance company. You walk in anyway. Level 2, the student. They call it the farm. It is not a farm. 6 months in the woods of Virginia. Your cover story is the State Department. Your parents believe you. Most days you almost believe it yourself. First week, classrooms, intelligence failures, tradecraft history. You learn that the agency fails quietly, in documents that won't be declassified until you are dead. Second week, they put you on the street. Walk to a coffee shop. Make contact with an asset. You sit at the wrong table. You make eye contact when you shouldn't. You leave without completing the contact. Your instructor debriefs you for 2 hours. He is not angry. He just tells you everything you did wrong. All of it. You do it again the next day. You do it better. You spend weeks learning to read a city like a map of threats. Which corner lets you look back without appearing to? Which cafe lets you sit facing the door? You learn that the best lie is mostly true. You graduate on a gray Friday. No ceremony, no applause. You are now a clandestine service officer. Level 3, the case officer. Your first posting is Amman, Jordan. Diplomatic cover, vice consul, business cards that mean nothing. Your real job is recruiting human assets, finding people with access to information America needs, and convincing them to hand it over, secretly, at personal risk. Your first target is a ministry official. Financial problems. Admires American culture. You engineer a chance meeting. You help his daughter get a university visa. You learn that generosity and manipulation look identical from the outside. You pitch him on a Tuesday evening. He goes quiet for a long time. Then he asks what you actually need. You tell him. He agrees. You walk back to your car. You sit in the dark for 5 minutes. That man will now risk everything because you were kind to him. You were very good at your job. Level 4, the recruiter. You are 31 now. 3 countries, 11 assets, 6 years. Headquarters sends you a target package. A scientist in a country building something they should not be building. Brilliant, isolated, quietly unhappy. Those are the 3 things you look for. You spend 4 months building access. You meet him at a conference in Geneva. You talk for 40 minutes about his work. He is delighted someone understands him. Brilliant and isolated people are always delighted. 3 months later, he contacts you. He says he wants to talk. He says yes. You now have a source inside a weapons program. The intelligence he produces changes 3 policy decisions at the highest level of the United States government. You are never credited for any of it. That is the job. Level 5, the targeteer. They bring you back to Langley, Counterterrorism Center. Your job now is to find people. People the United States government has decided need to be found. You build targeting packages, pattern of life, associates, safe houses. You build the picture until it is complete enough for someone with authority to make a decision. You don't make the decision. You build the case. Your first complete package goes up the chain. 2 weeks later, the individual is dead. You read it in a classified report. You close the report. You go to lunch. You eat a sandwich at your desk. You think about what you did and what you didn't do. The theology of this work is complicated. You were not there. You did not pull anything. You built a picture and handed it to someone. That is what you tell yourself. It works most days. Level 6, the station chief. They give you your own station. A small country, a country the news ignores unless something explodes. You are the senior CIA officer in the country. You brief the ambassador every morning. He is a political appointee who knows nothing. You give him what he needs without giving him what he cannot handle. One of your officers is burning out. You see it before he does. You pull him from operations. He is angry. He gets over it. A burned out officer gets people killed. You will not let that happen. Halfway through your tour, an asset gets arrested. You spend 72 hours doing nothing but working the problem. Was he exposed? Is your operation compromised? You pull back 3 other assets while you assess. 5 days later, he is released. He makes contact through the dead drop. 2 words. All clear. You don't sleep well for a month anyway. Level 7. The ghost. Someone approaches you quietly. A man with a beard and no insignia. He asks if you are willing to operate outside normal structures. You say yes before he finishes. Your name disappears from organization charts. You operate in countries where America is not officially present. You carry 4 different identities. You know each one well enough that you don't have to think. You just become. You lose a team member in a country that ends in Stan. His death is not officially recorded. His family receives a letter that explains nothing. You write a separate letter you are not authorized to write. You mail it from a city you were never in. Level 8. The ghost who retires. You retire on a Thursday. A handshake in a hallway. You hand in your badge. You walk through the lobby. The seal is on the floor. You stop and look at it. You have walked over it 1,000 times without looking down. Today, you look. Then you keep walking. You move to a small house. You sleep lightly. You check the locks twice. You sit with your back to walls in restaurants. These things will not change. You were rewired somewhere along the way. There is no going back. You think about the scientist in Geneva sometimes. You think about the man in Amman whose daughter you helped. You hope they are well. You have no way to know. Somewhere in a beige room right now, a young person is sitting across from a machine that breathes like a living thing, answering questions, almost all of them honestly. They have no idea what they are beginning. They will learn. They always do. The cycle continues.